I want to give some physical silver advice that's not given, and I don't want to be too critical, but I want to give a counterpoint to something Brother John F says about buying these coins. First off, I think this is smart. Say, for instance, you got this moose coin, right? It's a moose, right? To me, it's a piece of silver with a picture of a moose on it. I could really care less, but you look at the American Eagle, right? It's $37.50. What the hell? This isn't that much more money, right? 50 cents more, right? Or maybe it's a little bit more than that because no, that's about right. Bank wire $37.50, $38.04. It's 54 cents more. Not much of a premium. So he does give good advice with that. But I don't know what the heck he's doing. But I'd imagine some of his listeners that are buying like monster boxes of stuff like this. Say, for instance, they bought the Timberwolves, right? And all of a sudden they became a rarity. And when silver was going for like $30 spot price, these Timberwolves were going for $80. Well, I want to tell you, you little guys, if you got these Timberwolves and they're $80 and you paid $30 for them, I don't care if you think silver's going to thousands of dollars an ounce. Get rid of them. And I'm not trying to, I don't have the damn thing, so I wasn't smart enough to buy them, right? I bought some of the Cougars, because I think that's good logic. But if these damn Cougars go up to like have some crazy premium on them, I'm getting rid of them. Now, am I taking fiat cash for them? Yeah, of course I'm taking fiat cash for them, but what am I going to do with that fiat cash? Now, since I live in the United States, I'm probably going to buy these damn things, Silver Eagles. So in other words, if you got a silver coin that you didn't pay much more than like a regular Silver Eagle, or if you live in Canada, Canadian Maple Leaf, and I like the Canadian Maple Leafs because they're 4.9 silver, and you didn't pay much of a premium for them, and all of a sudden these coins become like collector value, get rid of them. Because you're not going to get, say for instance, people who are buying physical silver believe it's going to go to at least $200 an ounce. I know people will say, I don't know where it's going to, but it's got to be at least that much, which is a hell of a lot more than it is right now, and that's maybe I'm lowballing it or something. I don't know. It could be a lot more because of inflation or whatever. And I will interject right now, I do not believe, and it's not a matter of believe, it is a hardcore fact that when somebody like Bix Weir is telling you little investors that silver is going to $1,000 an ounce in real dollars, not inflationary, in real dollars, he's full of it. He doesn't know. He doesn't know anything for fact. And I think that's extremely unlikely. Extremely unlikely. As far as inflationary dollars, it's the sky's the limit. So that's one of the reasons you're doing it, for protection against inflation. So it's the same result. You're still holding mainly physical silver. But if you want to get more of it, if you got, say, well, right now you're not going to be able to probably get rid of these at some kind of crazy premium. But say silver's spot price is $45 an ounce, and these things are going for $80. Get rid of them. Get your American Silver Eagles and get your Canadian Maple Leafs. Get the plain Jane coins, or these are plain Jane coins, or European, the Australian Philharmonicas or whatever, something by regular mint. And I think you're getting more silver, or pocket the cash difference, or whatever the heck you want to do. And if I was saving cash, I save paper physical cash. I got some of that, and I also get nickels. I probably should take that paper physical cash because I got thousands and thousands of it and stick it in nickels. But where the hell you put these damn things? I mean, I don't have too many nickels and they take up a hell of a lot of space. Pain in the butt, but they're worth getting. Trouble is, I can't go to a bank and say, "Here's $1,000, give me nickels." I don't know where the hell you get that, but I just thought of that off the top of my head, but I probably should. But just to put some balance to some things, I don't know. I don't have I have a different mentality. I don't unload this stuff. And I think the guys that are buying, say they bought 500 ounces or 1,500 ounces of, those Timberwolves or whatever, and all of a sudden they were rare, nobody can get them and stuff. And they're going for on eBay for like $70 or whatever the heck they were, and they paid like $30. Get rid of them. Don't be afraid to part with them and buy back silver. That's a cheaper brand, and I think it's good to stick with the mints that come from the country, you know. And probably in the United States, you're better off with the Silver Eagles. In Canada, you're probably better off with the Canadian Maple Leafs. And I like the Canadian Maple Leafs because even at worst, you know, even if the damn thing went down, you could still make colloidal silver out of it. It's 4 nines, right? And you can make how many gallons out of this coin? A hell of a lot, you know. So it's one thing you could do with it. And I just want to go on to something else. I also want to point out, I like this guy. He's back, and I'm going to post his link. Jim Comiskey, right? And he was the guy that was on MF Global, right? So he's back on. Just posted a video yesterday. So I like he just gives out all these facts. No, I'm not trying to say follow everything he says either, because you don't know. I mean, first off, he wouldn't be here if he was like, the guys that are loaded don't give you advice, you know. And I'm kind of doing this for fun because I think it actually keeps me a little more tuned up on my own shit, so it's not too bad. This morning, oil was down a little bit. I kind of feel stronger about oil than silver right now. Yeah, I flipped. And you know what? I wasn't thinking that way yesterday. And I don't know if I got some kind of little tingling feeling, because that could really jinx you too. I mean, you don't know. But I think oil, it was down. I still feel like oil is going to go up to like 112 or maybe more. So it dropped some, right? So I sold it at 109 something, closer to 110. I said I bought some back. I bought more back this morning. And I'm a little nervous about silver, and I don't think it's going to drop through the floor or anything like that, but it's dropping right now, so I don't want to buy this stuff. And I'm thinking about, I might buy some on AGQ versus USLV, because I know the erosion rate is different. That's just my thinking, but I don't know anything for sure. I definitely don't. But I'm kind of listening to my own thoughts versus too many other people's thoughts. And I have to use not just intuition, I have to use facts, obviously. But I want to point out this one fact, this brother John F. telling you about these mooses. I mean, these mooses, I could care less if it's got a moose. But somebody later on is going to say, I want a coin with a moose on it, and I want to pay an 80% premium because this stupid coin's got a moose on it, which to me doesn't mean a damn thing. But you know what? If you bought it with a 2% premium over a regular eagle or something like that, and it all of a sudden it's got an 80% premium, goodbye coin. And I think most people that are small guys aren't thinking like that way. And the guys that are buying boxes of this garbage are thinking that way. And guess what? They're not telling you to do that because they don't want to flood the market with a whole pile of people selling these things, because they're not going to get the premium price. Correct? Is that not the way it works? Don't tell anybody what your plans are, because you'll ruin it. Just like I said about the hot dog stand out on Wall Street, decades ago, guy was like, and this is back in the 70s, the guy was making $100,000 with a hot dog stand around in Wall Street. News went out there, he blabbed it all over on the news. Yeah, guess what? There was like 24 hot dog stands out there inside of no time, and his business went to nothing. So that's basically the way things go. But the big guys know this game, and I'm sure that people are listening to. He's giving some good advice about this physical stuff, though. I mean, I didn't think of this junk, but you know what? I'm waiting for these. I didn't buy many cougars because I'm getting sick of buying this junk, to tell you the truth. But if these cougars went up a bunch, you know what? They're goodbye. I don't care. They're done. I got some of the cougars, and like I said, Timberwolves that were up there like $80 when other stuff was selling for $33. You should be unloading them. Goodbye. Buying regular Canadian Maple Leafs and buying Silver Eagles and buying Philharmonicas, Indian head coins or whatever from private mints. Or I like the ones from Quality Silver Bullion. I don't know how well they are to be traded in or anything like that, because I haven't went through that process. And but like I said, I'm going to unload some physical, even if if it goes up to say $75 this year. I'll unload part of it, not most of it, not a third of it, a small percentage of it, very small. But just to familiarize myself with who buys this kind of garbage, because I'll be expecting I think there's going to be a meteoric rise in silver this year. Big rise with a big crash. Now, I was pointing out about that silver chart before. Let's, I don't know, for you people that, I don't call it playing with the markets. If you know when a crash is going to be, or the crash is already starting to occur, hit that trigger. Just don't be too greedy, and that's what I want to do. I want to catch that crash, because you can make more gains in an hour than you could for days and days of a bull market. So that's just one thing I was pointing out about Brother John. He's a Series 7 trader, or was, or whatever the hell it was. I don't know what the hell he's thinking. I don't know. I mean, if you had a pile of people on there, like, you know, say this guy Jim Comiskey or something, if you had a pile of people on there, Bernanke opened his mouth. Short it, baby. 1 hour. Done. You got your money. So we drive down the price of silver. Just spring back up more, right? I think that's the way to play this game, but I don't know what the hell he's thinking. I don't get it, but I'm just trying to tell you, though, but this my main point of this thing is, if you got any of these wildlife series things, because, and this is why I say to unload them now. We say silver's $400 an ounce. Say it's that high. Some people say that's too low, but say it's $400 an ounce. You're not going to get $800 because the thing's got a moose on it. And also, when it becomes that much worth, that much more, you're going to have a lot of these people out there in China making them, and they're going to be real silver 999. They're going to look just like that because it's worth it for them to do it. And once it gets those kind of coins out there, the premium will drop. But they'll never be, I don't think. I don't know, but I mean, I don't know why people go to Disney and spend gazillions of dollars too. I mean, I think they're on crack, you know. But I mean, you know, to me, if you're gonna pay double for a coin with a picture of an animal on it, go ahead. I would sell it to you. So that's my advice, anyway. All right. So I mean, I think the guys that are buying boxes and boxes and boxes of this stuff, you know, if they bought Cougars back when they were like $30 each or something like that, and they were like double. They probably sold them and they're not telling anybody. And the little guy's holding them like they're going to be worth $800 when silver's $400. No, I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, if you sell them, buy back the Eagles or the regular Canadian Maple Leafs or Indian Heads or Philharmonicas, and if you want to keep fiat cash, buy some nickels.